Hey, it's Jane with the Compassion Project, and I'm here with Alexandra Babbel.
Hi.
Yay.
Yay.
So excited. So this is a follow-up with Alexandra. We did a chat about 5 weeks ago
Yeah.
on social distancing and how she's coping. And so we're checking back in, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about this amazing woman. Oh my goodness. So she has lived in Kelowna, Canada, same city as me, for over 20 years. She is so dynamic and joyful and has a passion for the arts. She is a world-renowned lyric soprano with an impressive career history and has entertained audiences around the world. Honestly, you're amazing. She is a little bit of history. She is the only American-born member of her family. Her mom was German, her dad Ukrainian, and they immigrated to the United States, and that's where she was born. Amazing. So she spent a lot of her life in Chicago, and it wasn't until Alexandra went to university that she discovered her love of discovered her own voice and her love of opera. And she went on to have an international career for over 28 years. It's amazing. So she then relocated from Chicago to Kelowna, where in 2007 she founded Candeska, meaning beginning to shine. And it's a singing ensemble of young women, and they have traveled to over 11 countries. It's just incredible. She's also the founding artistic director of Opera Kelowna, and recently handed over the torch and is on to new adventures. So Alexandra's also married to Mr. Handsome, as she calls him. That's why they have such a good marriage. All men would want to be called that, but his name is John. And she has 3 grown children, Sarah, Catherine, and TJ. And she has a beautiful grandson, Rowan. And I'm just so honored that you're here again. I think you're incredible. You're always positive, and I'd just love to hear how the last 5 weeks have been going. We've been social distancing now for almost 8 weeks. That's a long time.
Wow. It sure is quickly in a way. I mean, every day is slow, and then all the days together went fast. You know what I mean? Crazy.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
I think we said this last time. It took me a little while to settle into the new normal. And I think, first of all, what I did frenetically was really try to stay vital and prove to myself that I'm still producing and doing. And so I think I mentioned to you that I started memorizing Shakespeare monologues, and just for the heck of it, I auditioned for a Shakespeare part and got the part. Hello, not the part of a queen, but a part of the king.
You just got this part?
Yes, and I've chosen not to take it because of other things that are coming up. But I thought I was auditioning for Queen Gertrude, but I actually auditioned for King Claudius and became Claudia. And actually, all of it was just quite hyper. And so, anyways, that's one of the things I did. My love for fitness and all the things. And then after about 10 to 12 days, I just decided to slow everything down. Rather than resist the quiet, I decided to slow down and simply be with it. And so during yoga the other day, I got this phrase that I think I told you about, Jane. It was solitary refinement.
I love that. Solitary, we should all be in solitary refinement.
Solitary refinement.
I know.
I think being quiet and being with yourself, for those of us who are more gregarious in our personalities and more frenetic and by nature, can be really impetuous and driven, to come and sit and be quiet, doing 1 to 2 hours of yoga a day, hiking, being quiet, being a lot with me, learning to appreciate myself a little bit more than gathering the opinions of others and appreciating their thoughts about me. It's actually a genuine relationship that I'm developing more with myself, which sounds like, wow, learning this for the first time at this stage of the game.
It's true, right? I think we all need to get to know ourselves and spend time with ourselves. And I think when you're in a busy life and we're go, it's hard. And now we're We are, but I don't know about you, but I am starting to, like, I've been doing the same thing, but I'm working on myself and it's a nice routine, but I feel like I'm really missing a crowd.
Yeah.
Go out and just people watch and hang out with
Yeah.
the community.
I think it's going to slowly start to, as we know, it's starting to change slowly. And
Yeah.
I also think that because of the latest announcements that were made by the premier, etc., we can make our own educated and allocated risks, if you will. Are we going to wear that mask? Am I going to stay away from everybody? Or can I have a few people over?
Yeah.
These are the questions we're starting to ask ourselves, and they are calculated risks. This is the term I was looking for.
Yeah.
Calculated risk. You know, there is a risk in being so isolated that we start to have other side effects, right? So it's time to decide. I'm not suggesting by any means that we shouldn't take the precautions that we have been taking. And I love Canada for the fact that the average bear is taking this very seriously and
Yeah.
what is it, compliant people.
I know.
I love
It's true.
it.
We're rule followers.
Right, I love that. Now, see, I have citizenship in 2 countries, and not both of them are like that all the time. Right? Right?
It's true. And have you been able to see your family, your grandson? Like, how was?
Yes, we did a few drive-bys, and then we did a backyard distancing thingamajiggy.
Okay.
And and now we're considering a backyard Mother's Day thing that we'll still keep our, respect the sitch, but live your life. This is kind of where we're thinking about doing.
Yeah.
So
You need to see those grandbabies.
oh, don't you miss yours?
I've been seeing mine. So
Oh.
Amber's in her home doing like really social distancing. She's been really strict, and I really haven't gone out. And so they've been coming over a couple times a week.
So in that case, because there's no other exposure, it just doesn't seem necessary to be. But I want to respect the whole situation.
Yeah,
so
exactly. And then you got a dog.
Ha! Okay, this is crazy. But okay, flashback 14 years ago when a couple of ours, Gord and Jan, they decided to move into a walled community, and they had just gotten Phoebe, the golden doodle, but unfortunately the strata wouldn't allow for Phoebe because she was too big.
Oh.
So get a dog with only the little one. So they were looking to rehome Phoebe, and here we were. Flash forward 14 years, we still have Phoebe, but there again, Gord and Jan are now living in community with their children and grandchildren, and there's a grand with an allergy. And so this little purebred Airedale
Adorable.
is not even 2 yet, and here we are again with a new one. And this is a good time to
Kona, right?
Yeah, we just came back from Kona right before all the nonsense started. So yeah, perfect.
I loved it.
Well, we've got that going and staying busy, but then also trying to stay creative, very creative. So every day I practice my ballroom dance moves all by myself.
Oh,
and then Pilates and yoga, as you know, and and of course you know that I've also got another little surprise for you today.
We have a surprise for anyone's on. Make sure to stay, and in a few minutes we have a surprise for you. We're excited. Yeah. So what do you find for you personally is the hardest part of this whole journey, this whole social distancing? Like, where would you say is your hardest?
I gotta tell you, Jane, it's not hard.
You're doing okay.
I'm loving this. I'm maybe crazy. I've been told that before, but I actually am loving this. I'm baking sourdough bread and making these gorgeous meals, going to bed at 7, binge watching Desperate Housewives. I love it. I love it. What's wrong with it? It's just I don't want anybody to get sick and stuff, right? But I was living such a hectic, crazy life that right now I'm going, oh my goodness, I'll go for a walk and say, was this all out here before? I didn't. Loving it. I'm in love with this. So I have a feeling, I can almost guarantee that when things go back to air quotes normal, I will make some significant changes and live a life closer to this. It's better for me.
Yeah, and you know what? I think, yeah, things aren't going to go back to the same. I think
No.
people are changing, and even me. I went for a walk yesterday. I walk the dog a lot. We have a very active dog. But
These dogs
yesterday,
are like, when is everybody going back to work? And then the house back to ourselves.
so yesterday I walked the dog, and everything just seemed brighter, and I took so much time to look at like the flowers. I just felt like it was just this. I was just appreciating the moment more.
Totally.
But since we last talked, I don't even know if you know this, but my husband did end up retiring, and that was a hard decision, very hard. The airline industry is my husband's a captain on a 787. The airline industry is really struggling, and so that was a huge decision and life changing for him. So it's our whole life is changing because of this.
Of course. And
Yeah.
today I'm a member of the Rotary Club, Sunrise Rotary, and we meet at 7 o'clock every Zoom meet every Friday morning at 7. And Robert Fine was our guest today, and he discussed the situation within the city of Kelowna, and talked to us a lot about how many of these small businesses, in particular, will not start up again. That we're losing a number of them, and it's quite drastic.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
it's crazy.
so
So,
we still got renovations going on.
all right. Well, I appreciate you so much, honestly. So glad we've connected. And we have a surprise, right, for everyone?
Yeah, I do have a little surprise.
All
Now,
right.
I might have some construction noise along with my surprise, but here's the thing. I took some educated risks, and maybe there'll be some criticism about it, but we are social distancing. We did the hand washing and all the things, and I snuck in a dear friend who is sitting at the piano that he actually gave me as he moved from Winnipeg and had no place to put this beautiful grand piano. And he is literally sitting at the piano right now. Now, I'm not going to sing opera for you. I am going to sing a little bit of a jazz piece for you. And sometimes classical singers trying to sing other genres, it can be lame. And so no guarantee this isn't lame. But it's a season of trying new things.
Exactly.
My hand at sourdough. Can I sing jazz, etc. So George, my dear friend George McKinsey, who's the shy person at the piano, is going to start tinkling. There you go. And you get the construction sounds,
Awesome.
and you get a little bit of me.
Okay.
Fish are jumping and the cotton is on. Oh, your daddy's rich and your mommy's good. So, baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and touch the sky. But till then, there's nothing can with Dad and Mommy standing by. Dad and Mommy standing
Amazing.
George over there.
That was so fun. Oh my goodness, look at someone posted up here.
Oh, how sweet. Okay, we're a hit, George. It's our new group. Well, you never know. We're going to start showing up at clubs, holding martinis.
All we need is an audience of one anyway.
Oh, yeah. So did you hear what George said? That's all we need is an audience of one anyway.
Exactly.
I'm to see George now, right? Well, let's see. We'll see.
Oh, we got to see George and say thank you. Everyone wants to see you. We're
George. Can you see him? There he is at the piano. Rude.
Oh,
so
how cute.
Fun, great fun.
Thank you so much.
You know what needs to be said? Thank you, Jane. Jane, for what you're contributing. I appreciate your work so much. You're contributing something very significant. And we're checking in and we're listening. We're hearing that other people are on the journey with us. Nobody feels alone then. And the point is, we're in this together, and with joy, we're going to be on the other side of it, better people.
Yeah, I think
Congratulations on your husband's retirement. I know the feeling. We'll have to go out for dinner, the four of us, and bring George so we can play.
Absolutely. My husband used to play the saxophone in a band.
Oh, it's time to pull it back out. This is what we're doing now.
Okay, thank you, Alexandra. You're amazing. Thank you, George. Thank you, George.
So much. We're just going to keep doodling over here while you go on about your business.
Okay.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.